wasn't supposed to. So, hi, welcome. It's another beautiful day in Mr. Rogers' fucked up neighborhood. Excuse me, guys, I'm in a foul mood. I just got out of a, not a therapy or a counseling section, but most people might want to call it that. Um, Basically, this person's kind of helping me fix some of the issues that I have going on. It has nothing to do with mental health, okay? Just so that you guys know. Hold on, is this even... See, I mean, it just went live on its own. If I don't see anybody in a couple minutes, then I'll realize that something went wrong. So whatever. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. Yeah, here's. Oh, okay, good. Hey Beth, nice to see you. What's weird? So, anyways, it's not necessarily like a therapy or counseling like you would traditionally say. It's like, okay, there are mechanics of the universe that work for you. There's like you've got you've got the law of attraction, and you've got the law of cause and effect, and you've got the law of love, and this law. There's a lot of universal laws, and the biggest thing in reality that most people fail to realize is that what goes on up here creates all of this. Okay, but there's only so much of what goes up on here that you have control over. You have control over your immediate thing. You can attract things to you if you know what you're doing, if you're in tune to something like that. Oh, okay. Am I not connected? Do I need to restart the fucking live stream because YouTube's worthless? Or is it Verizon's fault this time? Or is it Cricket's fault this time? Or is it the fact that it's 8 o'clock in the morning now? Everybody wants to jump out and use the phone because I got fucked. There comes a point when you have to stop taking responsibility for others' actions and let others take responsibility for their actions. And so the guy that I go back and forth with that kind of helps me with this. No, I've been in a foul mood for a few days, and I've got so much anger pent up right now that I'm trying not to show it publicly, but those who know me privately, I've unloaded on them, and they have been my sounding board because I am frustrated, because I'm doing everything I can to improve my my situation. Let's put it this way. I'll give you guys a perfect example. What kind of started this is that somebody was telling me that, oh yeah, Bushcraft, he has like 500 concurrent viewers, and I'm like, and they're like, he's boring as fuck. He is as boring can be. Basically, he points a fucking camera at a knife and then lets the other people start the chat. So instead of me just, if I were being Bushcraft, I'd have been like this. Okay, when are you going to actually ask me a question so I can talk? Because I'm too lazy to actually, do some pre-work and have some sort of topic or setting. Hi guys, if you don't talk to me, I don't talk to you. Let's just stare at a bunch of knives. Okay, how do you get 500 concurrent viewers on that? Whereas I put more effort, more energy into everything than which I do. I have put 10 times more effort and energy into what I do now than I did 6 months ago. Okay, I take time to get things done, and I'm trying to do it. And the thing is instead of being able to put out less content to be able to get better return, it's like I'm being penalized for getting better. And this is my frustration. I'm being penalized for getting better. I could blame it on a lot of things, but in reality, this is why I was talking about Google yesterday. And with Google, it just their move to the drop in views and the drop in revenue makes so much sense now that Google's made a full-on announcement. And I tried using Gemini. Gemini sucks. I will tell you. I would rather use, I don't know. I don't know. ChatGPT is getting a little too wordy for me. And I kind of rotate between Grok and ChatGPT. I tend to like Grok more, and they're doing better on memory as well. But the thing is, its sole objective is to get you to watch videos. So you watch a video with one specific title, beginner's guide to how to be homeless. Okay, well, the only videos you will ever see from me is anything that has beginner's guide or how to be homeless in it. Other than that, you won't ever get served another video that I do. You can subscribe, yeah, that's nice, but the way the algorithm is unless you use those words, because the thing is artificial intelligence is cheating to reach its objective. It is manipulating, it is lying, and it is cheating to achieve its objective. This is the reason why a lot of these ethicists are walking away from their project, including one of the top developers at OpenAI walked away. Remember, we had one of the developers at, what was it, Google, that walked away as well. Morning, DFH. Okay, this is the thing is people are letting the genie out of the bottle, and then they're not even putting up guardrails in case they need to put it back in the bottle. They're just unleashing it on the rest of the world. And now the thing is it's getting extremely disruptive. You don't realize how disruptive it is until it all of a sudden shows up on your front door. So that's one thing that just kind of, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, so for 3 pancakes, 1/3 cup, 1/4 cup. Oh, okay, 1/3 cup. Okay, this is the 1/3 cup. But no, I think they're water to water ratio. But anyways, yeah, so I today doing that with him, it's like, part of what most of our problems are in the world is that, we create our own problems. But at a certain point, you can go through and do everything you can to fix it. The law of attraction works in some ways, but it doesn't work in every way. Okay. Because there are things that can supersede it, override it, push it off, stuff like that. You think you're attracting positive, you're attracting negative, things like that. But at a certain point, because it's in the same way that an atom is an atom and it's on its own doing its own thing, the others in the environment that are kind of pushing away and being destructive and not realizing what they're doing can have a direct effect, because you also are affected by your environment. Yes, you could attract as much as you want, but just because you attract something, or you think you're attracting something, doesn't mean you actually are. But my frustration has been this. I'm frustrated that that it seems like I'm working harder and I can't even afford a pack of smokes. I can't even afford a pouch of tobacco. I mean, I can afford my rent, but that's it. Past that, if I don't get things going right, and I mean, just imagine yourself how stressful that could be for an individual, especially considering I just got out of homelessness. What do you think? I want to go back there and be there again? No, I don't want to be there again. But I am doing such a backslide that if things don't get fixed here in the next month or two, I am probably going to be homeless again. And then at that point in time, you guys are going to see what a temper tantrum for me looks like. Because at that point in time, I'm done. And that's honestly, that's the frustration that a lot of the people that I get to talk to, that's what they're getting to hear. They're getting to hear the fact is like how much I've done everything I can do. I make better videos. I put more effort into them. I talk about the subjects. I'm clear. I'm concise. I'm straight to the point. But everybody always has a complaint. Oh, you're talking about this. Okay, well, fine. I'll stop talking. Oh, you're reading a script. So does every other YouTuber. Why is it wrong that I do it? Oh, because it's you. And another thing that I'm realizing, and for those of you that are my homeless community, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. The way that people see the way that people see the homeless is they see them as beneath them. They are lay down. They are when they see a homeless person, they think dirty, mean, rude, and drug addict. That's what people think when they see a homeless person. Doesn't matter if that person is or isn't. Doesn't matter. That person could be clean and in a suit. The moment they say that they're homeless, that is immediately where society goes, because that is the propaganda in which we're fed. Is that they're lazy bums who are drug addicts and will never amount to anything. And so because everybody believes that, the second you mention the word "I'm homeless," that's exactly what they think about you. Now, there are some people that have some sympathy and want to help, but those people are very far and few in between. But the thing is, even when you crawl out of homeless, when people um, 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 Yeah. You know what? I agree with you, but sometimes you get bombarded so much, or as I was explaining today, there was two people that I had close relationships, Alfred and Bushcraft. And both of them betrayed me. And when Bushcraft finally betrayed me the way he did, because he's a two-faced. He's two-faced. Um, when he did it the way he did it, when I was calling him up to be a friend to just have a talk with him, and instead of being a friend, he used it as a way to treat me as his whipping boy so that he could feel above me or whatever his fucking sick shit's going on in his fucking head. And so I got to get berated by somebody that was supposed to be my close friend, somebody that I thought I had a good connection with. And when something like that happens, it's really hard to not let it affect you. Okay? So that's just where I'm at. Because the people that I thought that I could trust, the people that I thought been with me for years, Alfred and Bushcraft are some of my first subscribers. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, I don't know what else to do. And so the thing is now that betrayal fuels so much internal anger because of the way in which it was done, that you're getting to see it manifest in here. And I'm trying to take a deep breath, let it out, just, keep focusing. If I lose everything, I lose everything. If I don't, I don't. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know at least if it is to be, it is up to me. Okay. And the great thing about doing this way is that, let's say one of you got a membership. Well, great. That would, make sure that I have the necessary funds to do something, to be able to live. Because in reality, I'm making less than $1 an hour. I put 60 to 80 hours a week in, and I'm making just on YouTube AdSense alone. No, let's put it this way. This month, $230. If you put, let's see, if you put 240, if you put 240 hours a month in, and you're getting $230, you're making less than $1 an hour. I was making way more than that doing less. Either I have to be lazy and just be like, "Hi, okay, guys, we're just gonna point the camera there, and and we're gonna get like 1 million views, and yeah, put something in my tip jar because it's mindless, mind numbing. You're gonna lose IQ points. You know, I should stop trying to educate people. I should stop trying to bring value to society, because society does not find value in what it is that I have, and that's kind of what I'm feeling. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just like I said, that betrayal and what I went through in the transition. This is why I walked away from the AI, okay, and all that, because I got so much negativity. Not because, well, not because of me, but because people are that spiteful and angry and just afraid of artificial intelligence, that they will take their own child and turn against them in their own fear and their own anger because of their ego. Okay, that was really the lesson that I learned, and I'm still fucking licking my wounds from that, because like I said, people that I thought were my close friends, people that I thought were going to be there with me long term, they showed me who they really were. So I'm looking to buy cheap land I can sustain myself on. So yeah, land is expensive. Not really. Oh, really, Matthew? That's cool. Oh, yeah, you're the guy that with the, yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be awesome. Did you already, same, so yeah, land is expensive. Well, you know what? You'll look through Stephanie. Talk with Stephanie. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're the guy with the, that had the accident that gets the settlement. Okay, now I remember who you are. I knew, but I wasn't sure. Okay, but this is just something that like, I know that I'm airing it on, out in the public, but in a lot of ways I'm going to find out who my real community is and who my real community is not, because I need all of those who see no value in the work of which I do. I need you to unsubscribe, go somewhere else. Stop. Don't. There's no point for you to add to my numbers because it's a false sense of security. If there's only maybe 500 people that give a shit about me, I'd rather have 500 subscribers than 10,000 subscribers. That is like your Patreon group. Yes. Tuck, you're smart enough to figure this all out. You're trying. It's better than a lot of others. Just keep at it, man. Your long-term viewers, supporters have faith in you. I know. That's why I'm having a talk with you guys, because I know, like, yeah, you guys are my those that show up to my live streams and those that show up to my live streams and that show up over on Patreon. I would say, in reality, with the amount of numbers, I would probably say I have about 100 people that I can count on. 13 of them are able to help me out financially. The rest are just helping me out in just by being a support structure for me, being being that crowd that I can go and I can talk to, because it sucks. Sometimes it really, 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 really sucks. So, but and if you've ever seen a homeless guy, going off the hinges. Okay, so you guys probably you'll see a homeless guy and you'll see him just going absolute nuts, probably screaming at the top of his lungs. Everybody's kind of avoiding him. Somebody got scared, called the cops. The thing is, that homeless person, that's kind of how we have nowhere to go and privately let out our frustration, and yet we've got all this other stuff. But whatever. So it is what it is, and we'll get it. So the reason why we're not outside this morning is you probably can't hear it, but we got about 20-mile-an-hour winds going. Because I was gonna take a walk into town, but dude, there's not even a damn cloud. We've got clouds coming is probably why. With clouds coming, that means everything's gonna, yeah. But no, this guys, it's just me. I'm having an open conversation with you. You guys get to see me in, for those of you that have been here for a while, it's very rare that I ever, really kind of let things get to me. Probably about once every 6 months or so, I will have that blow up just because everything, but never to this level. But you guys are my community, and I'm sharing this with you. This is just me. I need to get this out of my system, because if I don't, okay, I am going to attract negativity, and I am going to, through the law of attraction, be destructive. But in the same sense that when I lost my business, I'm still not over it. My old man just chewed me out yesterday, telling me that I lost my business because it was my fault, and so therefore I should quit complaining. And those of you that know the real story, you know that my old man's just being a spiteful asshole. But and things like that. This is the way that society looks. Like, on one hand, and this is what I was trying to explain to Oliver, is at some point you got to stop blaming yourself and start realizing. Here you go, Sam. And start realizing that that the world has got to be held accountable to. You can there's more than just one entry in an equation. It's not 1 plus, or it's not 1 equals 1. It's 1 plus or minus or subtract or divide. So you have multiple factors in something like that. And so, but anyways, guys, I thank you for being here, listening. At some point, I wasn't supposed to have a call with him today. I was supposed to be at the end of the month. And so again, he brought this out of me, and I just I unloaded on him. Yeah, Joanna and stuff like that. Now, if they can remember you as things to improve for them, you certainly have shared relevant knowledge, Professor Tuck. Yeah, I know this. And this is what I don't understand. Why is it somebody who shows something mind-numbing as boring as fuck, why is everybody showing up, and why does this guy have 500 concurrent viewers, whereas I put all this effort into it and I can't even get shit? On one hand, I can say it's because he's in the shorts feed. That's part of it. But even Economic Ninja, but he's got a couple 100,000 subscribers, but he has people that show up for him. Come on, there we go. And I would have figured with almost 9,000 subscribers, I would have picked up more. Now here's the thing. About 4,000 of these subscribers came from one video. Everyone should be preparing to be homeless. Or yeah, that's one video that it got 100,000 views and brought me about 4,000 subscribers. It was absolutely nuts. Loved it, but it was nuts. Okay, and so even if I cut my audience in half and I say I only have 4,000 subscribers, why don't I mean I'm still trying to figure out why I'm not attracting such a I mean, yes, being on the West Coast kind of fucks me because everybody's on the East Coast, and so the 3-hour difference really kind of screws me over. But I mean, that's I can fix that. I can start earlier and stuff like that. But it seems like this is the time when the crowd is on, anyways. Because I was asking Grok last night. And it was like, okay, like is my 8 o'clock in the morning? He's like, oh yeah, 8 o'clock East Coast. As soon as I said, oh yeah. But it's 8 o'clock Pacific. Oh yeah, well, da da da. It's like, fuck. Being on the West Coast is yeah. It doesn't solve the issue fully. So, but anyways, yeah. And for those of you that are used to me being positive and being this rock, I promise you, I'm not the rock all the time. Okay. And you will not be either. You have to have your moments of weakness. It's what shows you as being human. That is what sets us as humans, because a computer will never have a moment of weakness. Okay. So on one hand, well, apparently you don't want to. So on one hand, it's something that, I apologize for it, but also, I don't know. Maybe this will be something, because I gotta get out of this funk. I've got to get away from this anger, because again, the law of attraction is working against me. You can't be positive. Are you familiar with a term called better late than never? Hey, what's up, Bucknut? I ain't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Actually, I ain't seen your chat. I know you probably stick out in the background and stuff. All right, I'm just gonna. Hold on. Why is this? Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I had to focus on this. Okay, well, let's see what you guys say. God damn it! All right, is it wiped off enough now? Okay. Yes, thank you, Bucknut. Yay, followers. Gonna go back to the start. Okay. Hi, sorting out funk this AM. Okay, better late than never. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Oh. Now. It's you know what though? I don't know about the present and all that stuff. People say that, living in the moment. I don't know about that, Beth, honestly. Because the things that happen in your past dictate how you will act in the future. So to say that you can live in the now, is to say that your past and your future will never affect you, which is, in a lot of ways, living in the moment is short-sighted. I think it's, I really do. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just think that living in the moment is, well, if I live in the moment, I don't have to worry about nuclear war or anything else like that, because I'm so focused on what's going on right now that I have no real foresight to see what's going on in the future by what happened in the past. And so when you're stuck on just that, you're basically like an ostrich putting your head in the sand. But that's why I kind of see that as something that's probably living in the moment. I know what the overall intent is to not be stressed out, but living in the moment, I think is probably a instead of probably saying living in the moment, maybe thinking along the lines of, wow, that's kind of going a little weird. Thinking along the lines of, let's see, being resilient. You're because that's really what, like, when I think when somebody is telling you to live in the moment, what they're telling you is to be resilient, not let the past, present, and future affect you, because you still got time to you've still got time to change. So you've still got time to fix things. And like I said, maybe I might be wrong, but I think that living in the moment. Are you fucking kidding me? Huh. So what? They just. Oh, I see how that works. All right. I gotta stop having temper tantrums. But I'm just. Yeah. And then that, and I'm fighting Sam every night. She's keeping me up 3 hours a night. Like, I went to bed. I wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock last night. She kept me up till midnight because she wouldn't stop bouncing off the fucking walls, shaking the whole damn trailer. Oh, and then when she finally decided to lay down, she come put her head right in my face and snore like a damn freight train. Yeah. The next morning I can laugh about it, but last night, man, talk about it. But anyways, thank you for dealing with me, everyone. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot. But it's just I'm trying to figure out why I'm not succeeding. Is it me? Is it the algorithm? Like, who is to blame here? Somebody's to blame, or maybe nobody's to blame, and it's just circumstance, cause and effect. Oh, okay, hold on. Hey, what's up, TJ? Samantha, resting well. Oh yeah, like nose in the ear, like in as she's snoring. It could be worse. You could have shacked up with that chick and her mom. I did. Oh wait. Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Hell, you'd be married now with 4 kids. Just no, actually, she had a mesh in. She wasn't allowed to have kids. Her plastic surgery, your golf club clues. You know what? I would have been happy with that. That's when I got married. That was kind of the life I was leading. My wife was a business major. I was an IT major. We wanted to raise a family and have a good time, but it didn't work out that way. We got married at the beginning of a financial collapse. I mean, talk about stupid. But we tried to weather it. We just didn't do it. But I'm okay with that lifestyle. Oh, so the question is, would you rather be awake and broken poor, or would you rather be rather be naive and rich? Which would you prefer? That's a question for the group. Where's my coffee? Don't tell me I left it outside again. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta find my coffee. So would you rather be rich and naive, or poor and awake? Okay. Yeah, probably true. Yeah, until money goes away. All right. What about the rest of you? Okay. So, and by the way, guys, if I hadn't just gotten out of this appointment, You guys probably would have never heard any of the stuff I had to say for one main reason. I don't like showing my ass in the public. I don't mind being open, but I find emotions to be a big part of the problem, because if you're not careful, you allow them to dictate a lot more than they should. Yeah, but emotions are a good indicator to let you know that something is wrong or something is right. And that's really what they should be looked at. And so the emotional response, the reason why I'm having this moment of frustration is because I know something's wrong and I don't know how to fix it. And so in my frustration, I put it out. But I do think you guys, I hope you guys haven't lost any respect for me. But, if it happens, it happens. And it may not be you, it may be others. Mm. Mm. All right. So we're going to have wind. I mean, like I said, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. And we got like 80, or we got 20 mile an hour gusts coming through. And usually the wind, the brunt of the wind comes around noon. So it's going to get really, really rough. And dude won't be here until Thursday. So do you guys want me to just do breakfast in the morning with you guys on the mornings that I don't go out and do work? Or would you rather I just saved it for the days I went out and did work? What do you guys prefer? Every morning. I love my eggs. All right, Sam. The rest of this is yours. By the way, if any of you guys want to go on a diet, or you want an easy way to do it, take a small portion, maybe about a third of your plate, and give it to your dog. The thing is, the dog's going to get fat, but the dog can lose weight in a few days. Just let it out, run. It won't get. That's a dog can lose weight much quicker than you and I can. So, if you give a portion of your food, eventually, I lost 50 pounds that way. That was how I lost the last 50 pounds. Because I was hovering around 205 to 215. And then as soon as I got Sam, because I kept giving her my food, I dropped down to like 165 pounds or something like that. So what's up, Raj? Well, the thing, really, dog. Okay, so you prefer that I didn't ask? Do what's good for convenient at you. I will not be deterred from tuning in. Same channel, same time. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess that's really what I really need. I guess I've never really thought about the replay crowd, because here's the problem. And I like 3 or 4 eggs a week, but then I get bored. I need a week or 2 of eggs. Yeah, that's funny. I do 4 eggs a day, so go lay down now. Yeah, I do. I said lay down. Come on, there you go. Yeah, I do 4 eggs. So I do 2 dozen eggs a week. That's what I go through if I actually have what I want. But yeah, I guess I just need to realize that I've got the replay crowd. And so what we need, I'm not caught up, but you need to get back on trail. When you get off trail or stop with large amounts of physical exertion, you get manic. Jeremy, I could see that. I could see that because it's when I'm moving, I know that nobody will bother me, but the second somebody starts bothering me, yeah. But the thing is, Jeremy, here's okay. So I saw what you 3 or 4 day It'd be tough though. I see. See, that's less pressure. Really, your viewers are more simple that you think. No offense, anyone. No, 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 no. I. Here's the thing. Here's what I need. I need to make $500 to $1,000 a month. At that point in time, the manic that Bucknut is seeing, which I'm sure I see it too. I've started noticing it. The manic the is not necessarily because I'm on trail or I'm not on trail. The manic is because I'm stressed out over finances. Okay, when I stop, it costs more money, and if I'm not making more money, stopping becomes financially detrimental. Because when you stop in a city, it has to go that way. And then you've got antagonists that want to come out there. And all I want to do is I want to do what I'm supposed to do, focus on it, be left alone. I just want to, like people just say, leave me alone. I just want to do my job and be left alone. That's the way I look at life. I just want to go through life. If I need to interact with you, I'll interact with you, but just leave me alone. But when you're outside, when you're homeless, everybody feels that they have the right to interject themselves in your life because you've lost privacy. And so therefore, yeah, you will see what the manic part is really stress. I think that you're onto something, Bucknut, but it has nothing to do with trail other than the fact that trail was a way for me to relieve the stress that I'm under. When I got to a point, if you noticed, um once I got on the AT and I started having regular money come in, I stopped being stressed out and I started to be calm and I started to relax and I started to be able to take a deep breath because I'm like, I can afford, not only can I afford, my basics, but if I wanted to stay at a hostel, I could stay at a hostel and it wasn't going to hurt me. And that was a huge, huge thing for me. I had the financial peace of mind to know that I could have my basics. But when you can't afford a fucking cigarette and you're putting 60 hours a week in, there's something wrong. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Is it me? Is it what I talk about? Is it I'm just not interesting enough? Is it that I suck at what I do? Is it that I'm not consistent enough? Is it that I constantly change topics? Is it that I went from being on trail to static? And this is just the growing pains that I'm going to have to go through because, in a lot of ways, I just hit the reset button unintentionally on my fucking channel because I can't be on trail forever. I can't. My body can't handle it. Okay. I mean, these are a pair of 34 pants. When I first got them, they were falling off of me. Okay, when I left Florida, I was in a size 44 or 46. Okay, now I'm in a size. When I first got here, I could get into a size 32. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, I starved. I ran my body to the ground. I moved 10 to 20 miles a day while not getting enough calories and just trying to keep going long enough until I could get to a point where I could make enough money so I could get a place. And that's exactly what I fucking did. It's exactly what I did. I ran myself into the ground hoping that the digital economy would pay me enough to put a roof over my head. And as soon as I stop, all of that financial support that I had that brought me to the point where I felt comfortable enough to come off of the streets, it dried up, went away. Sorry, we don't want to help you anymore. You're not homeless. And so now I'm stuck facing the same demons that everybody else faces in their backslide back into homelessness. And I just got out. Now do you understand why I'm frustrated? I almost killed myself, not intentionally, but just by the way things were going. This is what frustrates me. And then to have Alfred and Bushcraft do what they did, all it did was it was like digging a knife in the wound. It's just the way it happened. And so this is my frustration. This is why you guys see me blowing up like I'm blowing up. If I got, this is why I'm pushing for 10 members over the next 6 weeks. If I got 10 members, you realize 10 new members would relieve so much financial pressure on me that I would be able to take a deep breath again, like I did when I got on the AT and I was starting to do well. I would be able to take a deep breath. The frustration, the angst, and all that stuff, you would see, um, you would see a whole different change. The the erratic behavior, the emotions that you see, this is what people like you. Okay, you want to know what somebody looks like when they're about to be homeless or when they're stressed out about it? This last week, that's what you're seeing. Okay, this is what people do. Like those of you who have never experienced it, this is what you would. This is kind of the emotional roller coaster that you would go on because you're pissed off at the world. Like Farm Girl said to me, I'm willing to work. I should never be homeless. There's something wrong with this. Okay, in the same sense. And those of you that have been homeless, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll get paid. Um, Beth, I appreciate it, and I don't want you. I want you to do it because you find value, not because you find guilt. Okay. Um, I appreciate it, but I don't. That's kind of why I keep this stuff to myself because I don't want to. If I make somebody feel guilty or feel sorry for me to give me money, that makes me feel horrible because I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me. I'm working my ass off. I just need to. I just want to know my efforts with it. Okay, guys. Um, yeah, this is also why I generally don't do a live stream after I have a talk with this guy because usually when I'm on the phone with him, but this time I kind of unloaded on him. But usually after the phone, because that's my only outlet to really let things out, uh, and to find workable solutions. And we're not taking a mental health approach; we're taking a law of attraction approach. Okay. But I don't need people to feel sorry for me. I need people to invest in me and believe in me. That's what I want. So if you're going to do something like that, if you're going to just invest in me, okay? If you think that I'm worth it, invest in me. Get a membership, $5 a month. I mean, what is that? A coffee? If investing in another human being's not worth it, that's fine. I get it. People would rather invest in other things. But the thing is if we don't invest in our community, that the community goes away. So we're trapped like rap. No, that's not it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. I get that. Was it bushcraft or your dad that I spoke with? Um Yesterday I spoke with my old man, but that really wasn't what set me off. What set me off was bushcraft. Between Alfred, I already kind of knew he was kind of a dick, but he just started going a little too far and getting militant, and that's kind of why I was like, no, I'm done. He just started he just got downright militant. That's why when you saw him over on the other channel, I said, you better be nice on this one. I'll end you on this one too. Okay. But yeah, no, it really bushcraft was my final straw because that guy is a content creator and he's telling me that I'm a lazy bum because I'm doing the same thing that he's doing. No, I need to go get a real job because da da da. But yeah, he's doing the full YouTube thing, and yeah, there's a lot more going on there. But at the end of the day, that's really what set me off because it was like, it's just like, dude, you're a two-faced hypocrite. You were trying to, because those of you that remember Melody, he was hitting on Melody, and then all of a sudden now his girlfriend's like, hey, I'll support you. Now all of a sudden he's, I love my girlfriend, But at first he was hitting on and flirting with Melody. That's why I sent Melody his way, and Melody showed him how batshit crazy she really was. And I figured, well, you want, because he was acting like he was searching for a new girlfriend. And then all of a sudden, now that his girlfriend's supporting him, now he's holier than now. Look at me, I'm great. You're not. Fuck you. That's kind of like, it's like, that's the amount of like frustration. It's like, you two-faced hypocrite. He doesn't think that I should sell anything and that I should give everything away for free. And it's like, dude, but yet you want to go, but yet he can go sell anything he wants and make money off of it. And then he tells me how much he resents me because I've made more money than he has. Um, that right there was kind of when I unloaded on him, and I started putting him in his place. But it was what it was. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I show a lot of this. I don't generally do this, but trouble with this is we all likely have kind of not too good. Yeah, I understand that. I eat out max once a month at cheapest place, or take a coffee maybe 2 times a year. Um, yeah, you know what? I don't get to eat out. I got food stamps. I can't even afford a pouch of tobacco, which is like $6.50. Um, I can't even afford my devil's lettuce. I can't afford anything except for my rent. So yeah, but that comes before everything else. I will have to learn how to live without cigarettes. But I'm just saying it's like, oh, it's so hard. And the thing is I think that if I'm putting as much effort into what it is that I'm doing, I should be able to at least count on that. And that shouldn't be a stretch too far. To be able, like, I like my cigarettes. And if you don't like me smoking, sucks to be you. I don't tell you how to live your life. But at one point it's like I just, yeah, a pouch of tobacco. I mean, a pouch of tobacco, like, and I think that's really where it's kind of coming from. But yeah, so, uh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm doing everything I can. Um, yeah, that's probably. Oh, well, thank you. It's just me. Um, Much appreciated. I wasn't expecting that. All right. So you are also entered into our raffle. Just so you know, you have the choice to accept the gift or not, but you are entered into our raffle. Thank you very much. Um, that means a lot because that right there just made sure that, yeah, that makes a lot of, that relieves a lot of pressure. You have no idea. You have no idea. Thanks for the kind gesture. Um, Thanks for the membership. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, membership is how I want to do it. That's why I'm saying, look, here's my plan, and this is um okay, Beth. I wish you could help. Thanks for the kind gesture. Okay. Um okay. All right. So here's my overall goal. Okay. Right now, and I'm gonna be transparent about it. Last month I made $130, which I get paid for this month on YouTube AdSense, and I made with everything else, I made another $150. I took some of that thinking that I was gonna, pick up some momentum, and what's up, Matthew? Um, and I reinvested it into something that would make my content better, because I have a habit of that. Is if I get a little bit of extra money, I tend to reinvest in myself to make myself better, to grow my money. It's what you learn being in business. If you want to make more money, you learn more skills, have more tools for the job to make yourself more marketable, so you can get more money and not leave anything on the table. Okay. So, I mean, every time I go through something, that's kind of what I do. So my goal is by increasing it. So if I've got it could increase my revenue on Patreon, basically double it. Okay. At that point in time, now I know I have at least the peace of mind that my rent, or that my thing is paid off. Whatever I get from YouTube AdSense is going to take care of my basics, such as water, propane, a pouch of tobacco, or whatever I need. Okay, that's like how much of a difference that would make to have 10 members added over 6 weeks, even if it was just at $5 a month or $10 a month. It doesn't matter. I'm taking my settlement and putting it in an annuity, I'll get a monthly check forever, and if I need a lump sum, it'll be there. Smart. You must have talked to an investment advisor, because annuities annuities are good. Um, you might want to find an independent agent though before you put it into an annuity, because you're going to be looking for introductory rates, because like when they want you to put money in an annuity, they'll give you like a 10%. There were some of them during the financial crisis that were giving 10% when everybody else was given 2 and 3%. So if you look for it, because what you want to do to be able to grow that nest egg is you want the highest return. So look for one that is fixed, that is not a variable, because a variable means that you're stuck on the stock market. A fixed means that this is what you get no matter what, whether the stock market goes up, stock market goes down. This is where they think that they can do. So if you're going to do a variable annuity, or if you're going to do an annuity, don't do a variable, do a fixed, and go out there and shop around for the best interest rate. Okay, that's my best bet. Oh shit, hell yeah, that's good. Okay, so you're doing well. All right. TJ Chips love. Okay. The cash is beyond helpful. God bless. Honestly, yes, thank you. I'm pretty lucky. I don't have any habits, maybe except crisps. I've tried to get rid of. I'm taking. Okay, so, um, okay, all right. So, but anyways, yeah, this go grab a Coke and a toke and relax for the next hour. I got you. Well, thank you. It's just me. Much appreciated. Okay, so that right there, that's yeah, that you just made my month. Okay, so this is our goal. This is why I'm gonna push it. We need to. I don't. YouTube has changed so much over the last 3 years, though. That's the big problem, because it used to be okay. So back when I was looking at YouTube, it used to be if I had 10,000 subscribers, that meant I got 10,000 impressions, because every time I got a video, it would get sent out. Whether or not they watched it, that was something else. But I would get 10,000 impressions right off the bat. I have a loyal subscriber base. I get 2, 3, 4,000 views out of that because of the compound between my local audience and that. Now they're not even doing that, and so it's kind of weird trying to figure out a new way to build a YouTube community, because I'm having to build it in a very unique way that is outside of the tradition. So let's hope that it works. So okay, which flavor is your favorite? Oh, okay, Chris. Oh, I don't coconut toke. I don't know what crisp. What is that? Another way of saying chips? Is that like a British way of saying chips? Hmm. Yeah, UK chips. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Bloody right. Are you originally from England, Beth? UK chips are French fries. Oh, good to know. Did not know that. It's a potato chip. Oh, okay. All right. Well, guys, this is yes, just salty grill, sour cream, salty grill or sour. Wow, you guys got what up, Tricky Dick? You guys got some weird chip flavor. I like sour cream and onion. I'm a big fan of the Doritos, the blue bag, the Cool Ranch. Um, barbecue is like Lay's does the best ones, but like some of the stuff that's weird. Okay, potato chip, yes. UK, bloody right. Da da da. Okay. So, do they still have prawn cocktail crisps over there? Wow. The original. Mm. I was raised. I was raised on uh I was raised on sour cream and onion. But my favorite chips now, as I've gotten older, has been the crunchy Cheetos. Tuck, look. Okay. Right on. 15-7. Okay. Prawn and shrimp. Okay. Oh. If the first $50 cheered you up, this should take the rest of the weight off for a week. Now do work. You know what? It's just me. Fuck yeah. Because that's exactly what I needed to do. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much. So now what we got to do, guys, is we've got to get everybody else over. So Rails has got 4 tickets and It's Just Me has 10. Wow. This will be fun. But hey, at least we got 3 entries. Because honestly, just so you guys know, one of my things that really means something to me, one of the things that really means something to me is is giving the doing the raffle and giving the stuff away. It doesn't cost me anything, and that's what I love about it, is because like I get to give you guys something that I think is valuable, but because I'm in the digital realm, it costs nothing to just give you access to something. Now the content I created, stuff like that, one other thing, but I like giving away those gifts. And so I like the fact that we now that every month so far we have managed to get at least 3 participants. So it's just whether or not do you get first prize, second prize, or third prize, and do you want it? Okay, so first prize is going to be a membership to Sovereign Operator plus a $20 digital bundle. Second prize is an unreleased digital bundle, and third prize is a what is it? Third prize is a digital homesteader membership. So, Friar Tuck, this is just growing pains. Keep going. You're doing great things. Well, Matthew, you being in production and TV, why? Help me understand why. Like, okay, Google and is moving everything, or YouTube's moving everything over to Shorts. Okay, that much I get it. Okay. I'm not a Shorts creator. I don't really like doing Shorts. I'm trying to do it, but Shorts generally don't transfer into long form. You basically should create a second channel, unless you have something that's like a long entertainment. And I'm not entertainment. I'm education. So I'm trying to figure out like how do I get it to grow? I mean, that's really where I want to be. I want it to grow. Okay. Still want to talk to you about a plan for ongoing homestead content, rotating outdoor work projects. Okay, Beth, you have my email. You have direct connection with me on everything else. Tuck, for $50, you said you would eat a sausage and moan my name. What are you doing for 100? Asking for a friend. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. I'll mail you Sam. I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I am not as witty, because the next thing I'm thinking of is sausage and places that I don't want it to go. So no. Yeah, yeah. For $50, I'd eat a sausage and moan your name. Yeah, why not? So, we're to that part of the conversation. Yep, pretty much. Leave it up to Bucknut. But anyways, okay. Okay, let's see. Go get cigs and cola. Yeah, I'm gonna end up doing that. I think the hang up at the moment is that people want to see you doing homesteading projects, but you need additional funds in order to do that. Correct. So how do I fix that? That's why I recommend doing a meetup with a neighbor or other content creator and make content with them. I have a neighbor that is also a content creator. He's actually an off-grid guy. Maybe I could talk to him. Keeping me entertained with stories about chicks and their moms from 4 years ago is what he is doing for. Oh yes, God, you've been around that long. It's just me. Wow, you've been around for a very, very long time. Yeah, because that's basically back in the beginning, like my first 60 days. First 60, 90 days out on trail. Yeah. That's wow. That God, like, and that's what. Okay, so what you're telling me then is that if I do more homesteading content, I'll get more views. Okay, But what about the live stream section? Because right now, what I'm thinking about, what I'm hoping to do, is to use the live streams as a way to be able to fund the projects and stuff like that, through like the different contests and stuff like that that we have, that we have going on. I was thinking about something along that line, but the thing is the memberships at the minimum is, I want to get it to a point like where it pays my land payment, so that at least now I've got the peace of mind. I know that's going. I know I can count on that every month. Da 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 da. Okay. That being said, I kind of want to be able to grow a live stream, because what's going to end up happening is, like, when I do the roof, I'm going to live stream that. When whatever I do around here, like whatever projects I do, I kind of want to live stream it. So I'm trying to figure out ways to get the audience to understand. It's like, look, I want to do this, but I have to raise this much. It's $100 for a ladder and $350 for the materials. That's what I got to do. And I could even take it. I could even take the video down, like I'm supposed to start doing as of tonight. I'm supposed to take the video down, and I am supposed to clip it out, or I can do whatever I want to it, and then make it into something shorter that is more for a long form. Because that's what I'm gonna start doing with my news segments at night. Is I'm gonna clip it down into like 3 or 4 separate videos, put those out the next morning, and work on it that way. So I don't know. That was the first time he was in Gainesville. Yep. Try it live where you put your phone on a sunset or a campfire and just talk. Use that as a background. People will see it and stop in. Let the convo keep them. All right. Yeah, my biggest problem, I can do the sunset, but I'm gonna have trouble doing the fire because winds. But you know what? I've been, but that means that I would have to start, like, because it doesn't get dark around here until 7:30. Okay, so that means it's like 10:30 East Coast. Okay, so like nobody's gonna be up for that. But yeah, break down the costs and make episodes of that. It's what people need to know if starting over. Okay, hold on. Try it where you put your phone on a sunset. Okay, break down the costs and make episodes of that. It's what people need to know if starting over. Okay, elaborate on that, Beth. I don't fully follow that. Okay, you have plenty of knowledge and good ideas. Things are going well and will get better if you keep pressing. You're the only one that's I was saying that for a while, but it's like I said, I've seen nothing but a backslide for almost 6 months. I mean, this month this is my 6th month here. So November, December, January, February, March. So April. Yes. So 6 months. I've been here 6 months, and I've been doing this backslide since I got here. When does it stop? Okay. You have plenty of knowledge and good ideas. Things are going well for you. Just keep it up. Okay. Yes. Okay. Episode about costs. Okay. So basically, I should do like an episode of what it costs me to run a homestead, or what types of costs that I have to incur for being able to do repairs. Like, is that what we're talking about? Really, Beth? Okay, well, I appreciate that. I started following a bunch of homeless content creators, but I keep watching tech because of how knowledgeable. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't get. It's like in my opinion, because I hear that from people, I'm thinking I should have 1,000 concurrent viewers on a live stream, and I should have 10,000, 20,000 views per video within the first week. But in reality, I just released it. So I know, Matthew, one thing that I tried, or that I've heard other content creators doing, that I tried. So one of my more successful videos, one of my flagship videos that actually basically put my channel on the map, which was Beginner's Guide How to Be Homeless. Beginner's Guide to Being Homeless, How to Be Homeless. Okay, because the 2 biggest search terms is being homeless and how to be homeless. So I encompass those in that. And I was in front of the Salvation Army when I first got into Cincinnati. This is what changed my channel from what I was talking about to what I'm talking about now. Okay, so that video has in 2 years has gotten 30,000 views almost. And so I'm figuring, okay, well, it keeps getting, so now let me re-release an updated version. So I did an updated version, and I expect it to be able to have like, I expect it within 30 days to have at least 3,000, 4,000 views, because it's newer of the same content. Because I'm getting about 15 to 1,800 views on that video over the last couple of years. So if I just copy and paste most of everything except for the inside of the content, it should be good. So we'll see. But do more collaborations, find channels, and send blanket emails. They don't have the G. Okay. Am I talking to? I'm talking to Homestead. Yes, it explains why you need to raise money for each and every improvement. Okay, I usually do not talk about it, but I fear it's anti-whiteism and anti-maleism and the media. Um, there is a big section of that. I actually had to talk with Homeless Entrepreneur about how Ayana called me a right-wing white a MAGA supporting right wing white supremacist. Okay. She basically called me a Klansman. Pissed me off. You want to know why she did that? Because I was talking against DEI. That's why she did it. Live call-in show. I have to have internet for that. If I have internet for that, but Bucknut, I will. I tell you what, if I have internet for that, I will figure out a way to make that happen. Okay, but that requires, that's $80 a month plus plus $10 a month for the software for that I need to. Okay, so I got those. I just need to put sugar in. But anyways, that's that. Honestly, this has probably been one of the best conversations I've had with you guys in a very, very long time. Usually, it's, we talk about other things, but never anything this deep. Because, like, I'm trying to. Beth, you probably understand this more than most people because you're an educator. When you have the desire to teach people, do you know like how to do search engine optimization? Do you know how to do like a lot of the other things? No, you have this desire, you want to teach people, and you kind of, that's kind of my come from. I like the feeling of knowing that I'm sharing knowledge and information with people. But at the rest of it, I suck. I'll be honest, I suck. That's because she knows she's in her position because of DEI. No, she well, you know what? That might be right, because that was the only reason that she probably got to go to that convention in Washington D.C. where I met up with her. Because here's the thing, that convention, that convention basically showed me how sick the homeless industrial complex is, and she shared it all with me thinking it was all good and grand and all that other stuff. I'm like, look, lady, you don't realize it. You just basically told on yourself and you have no idea. Because she showed that, like, okay, so the only way you can go there is you pay, like, I think it's like $1,800 for a ticket, and then you have politicians that show up that you get exclusive access to, because it's a whole private event, because you got to pay to be there. And those politicians are going to write legislation that are going to give you grants so that you can keep doing it. So therefore, you've got to sit there and have those conversations with them and grease their pockets and stuff like that. Plus, the organization that they're paying to go through is giving campaign contributions to, and it's what, Coalition to End Homelessness. Yeah. Okay. Are they really going to end homelessness? No, they're lining their freaking pockets. Okay. That was where, because I had other subscribers try and tell me, oh, yeah, NGOs, they're bad. They're bad. We're finding out they're bad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know 100% about that. I've had my experiences. I know that there's some that they're a little fucked in the head, but I didn't think they were that bad. Well, it turns out that that they were as more corrupt than some of my subscribers were telling me. They have no interest in solving the problem. But it is what it is. But I will say that yeah, kung fu, that too, homeless industrial complex. A lot of people earn their yeah, and that's the thing. And it's true. Here's the thing, Beth. when you are down in the dumps and you need a pick me up, you need an ego boost. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go look at somebody that's worse off than you, so you can look down your nose and go, "Yeah, you lazy bum. At least I got a job, you lazy fucker." That's what people do. That's when you're. This is the reality of being a content creator on the homeless side. Okay, when you tell people I'm homeless, this is kind of like they're like, "Oh, ding, 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 ding. This is what I get to do." And you guys have seen the comments. A lot of them got filtered out by YouTube, but some of them didn't. And a lot of that other stuff. But I didn't filter the comments. I let them do it on their own. But the thing is that what people don't realize is that yes, you can be homeless and you can get off the streets, but if you let people know you're homeless, they will never have any respect for you. There are very few people that will have respect for you. And even me, I'm sure a lot of you that say, "Oh yeah, I watch a lot of homeless channels," da, 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 da. I bet you I probably confused the fuck out of you, because how can I be homeless and be smart? How can I be homeless and be driven? How can I be homeless and be ambitious? How can I be homeless and this well articulated? And so in your brain, you, this is the way I imagine a broken brain. So, solving the problem is counterproductive to an NGO. Solving the problem is counterproductive to a politician, because he needs issues to run on. If he fixes an issue, he no longer has an issue to run on. So it's not in his best interest to fix it. So therefore, the people he brings around him will make sure it's not in their best interest to fix it either. And then society gets mad, gets frustrated, throws us into camps, turns us into Auschwitz, and then we're just supposed to be like, "Oh yeah, we deserve that, man. We're lazy bums." When picking up chicks, you have to support their butt. That's what they keep telling me at Tractor Supply. When picking up chicks, you have to support their butt. That's pretty much that's another thing. Yeah, because honestly, you know what? I always know when I'm about to get run into money, is because that's when women get interested in me, and I know when money is about to go away, because that's when women stop getting interested in me. I've noticed there's a direct correlation. That's why I knew that money was coming to me when what was her name, when Pebbles was hitting on me. Okay, and I kind of let it go, because it's like, okay, cool, there's money coming, sure. Because it's like it's weird. At least the women I attract, they can smell money. It's like a predator out looking for its prey, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're about to have money. Here we go," because they know what money looks like. I'm not money motivated. I just want to survive, but it is what it is. All right, nothing like a good cup of coffee. The destitute are politicians, scapegoats. Yes, they sell chicks at TSC Tuck, baby chickens. TSC, don't know what TSC is. But I know here in town, if you want livestock and you're in a local, just find there's always one person that's selling their livestock. There's a lady at the end of town. I can go buy goats, I can go buy pigs, I can go buy any animal I want. Can you find her? Unless you're in town, no, you wouldn't know it unless you found her ad on Craigslist, but you'd also have to be out in the area. So long story short, there's always somebody that's selling them. I could get them real quick around here. But the thing is, again, it comes down to financing. So Beth, I think I'm going to take you and you and everybody else's suggestion on the whole thing. The maintenance costs and startup costs, so on and so forth. Neither am I not all motivated by money, but being necessary. Need lessons about it. Yes, you've got to. What it really is, instead, I don't see it as money. Like, the reason why I had to learn SEO for my janitorial business was because I was getting ripped off. And the thing is, it really wasn't that I was getting ripped off. It's that they were selling me something and preying on my ignorance to sell me something that I really that only stupid people would buy. Like, yeah, they're like, they basically, if you buy one of these SEOs and all they're doing is going around to, let's say, 100 different platforms and giving you a mirrored image on every last one of them as far as like your details and stuff like that, and then they're charging you $250 a month to maintain it, you're too stupid to do. You're too stupid. That's really what that means. If you're stupid enough to buy that, you're really fucking dumb. Because in reality, that's not search engine optimization. You were stupid enough because you didn't understand what was going on. So I got to learn search engine optimization. Now I know what goes in, what goes out, and like how it works. Now, am I good at it? No, but I know how to tell if somebody's good at it. Okay, guys. My back is starting to bother me. And I am going to head into town and buy me a you missed a joke about picking up chicks at TSC. Oh, Tractor Supply. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, now I get it. Fixed cost, variable cost, fixed assets. On hold on, let me done, save the photos. Okay, so I had to save that. Going through some mental crap this morning, just lurking. Hey, you and me both, Chris. They all can't be winners. Fixed cost, variable cost, fixed assets, on hand and future planning, expendables, etc. Okay. A great talk. Thanks everyone. Take care out there. Yes. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a moment and yeah. Fuck, dude, my shoulder. I think I need to go to a doctor. I think I dislocated my shoulder. I know how to put it back in, but it's not going back in. So there's something wrong with my shoulder. But anyways, guys, I will see you. Can you talk people through their disappointment? There will be a need to accept what is beyond their ability to change circumstances. Okay. Let me add that one too. Hold on. Okay. Yes, about their finances. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I did a video on how I live off of $300 a month. That got like 800 views, and my RPM on that was like $7, which is pretty damn good. So I guess I'm hoping for the same thing. So the thing is YouTube seems to reward longer form content with more impressions because it's going to keep you on the platform longer. But the average person seems to want like 5 to 7 minute videos. So I've asked this question. It seems like half the audience wants long videos, 15 minutes or longer, and the other half wants it like less than 10 minutes. So yes, do more videos in different styles. Okay. Well, I have to stay consistent. I can't be all over the place. So so beginning homesteader, and current events and how they play into it. So I'm okay. So I gotta, and I don't understand why it's so important that you stay within this, other than the fact the way that the algorithm works at pushing your stuff out. Like I said, the way it works right now is if you do beginner's guide to being homeless, well, anytime I put something up with that title, or anytime that title comes up, it's going to be served to you. Any other video I do isn't going to be served to you. Why? Because YouTube is an echo chamber. It wants to keep giving you the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so on one hand, you've got creators who are saying, look, just be yourself. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Each video is unique. And then on the other hand, you see that that's really not the results. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Do a video about how you survive on $10 a day as a property owner. Okay. Hold on. All right. Perfect math. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. Should be in video library. Yes, it's there. I did it like not even a month ago. It was actually what started off like right before I started with the whole AI kick. Yes, new members enjoy. Right before I started the AI kick. Yeah, you'll see a picture of me next to like my water tote, and it says $300. That's what the thumbnail says. So But anyways, all right, guys, I will see you later tonight with the new segment. Thanks for being here, and I really appreciate you all, and I'll see you tonight.